Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this DIY I'll be creating something really unique and different. I hope you guys appreciate it. So let's get started. First off, I have actually 2 packs of the round floral foams from Dollar Tree. Now this pack I already opened, and unfortunately they are 2 different sizes, so luckily I only need 1 from this pack. And from this pack, these 2 seem to be the same size, but we'll find out. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is glue these 2 pieces together. And here I have some Dollar Tree Fix-O that I'll be using. Now I'll use this popsicle stick to spread the glue on the surface of the foam. So what I want to do is just go ahead and put the 2 pieces together and make sure they're as even as possible. I'm going to go ahead and tape these 2 together to ensure that I get a really good connection between the 2 pieces. Okay, so I'll take the larger size because this is more like this. So I'm going to take both pieces, spray paint them silver, let them completely dry. I have this piece as well from Dollar Tree, and I'll leave the SKU in the information section below the video. So I'm going to spray paint the silver as well. Okay, I went ahead and spray painted the other piece of silver. This is the spray paint that I used. And here I have 3 of the Dollar Tree elephants. And I'm going to spray paint these completely silver as well. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've painted all my pieces silver, the foam, and here's the single foam. And on this one, I've already started to brush a mixture of Mod Podge and glitter on it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want it to be really blingy. I plan to use some bling wrap on it, and as you know, you can see through bling wrap, so by brushing the glitter on in the background, it'll be more attractive. I always prefer to use the glossy Mod Podge, and here you can see it's more like a thick frosting consistency. I brushed the mixture on the outside of both pieces and on the very edge on each side as well. Later I'll be gluing some Dollar Tree mirrors on top, and they don't cover the foam completely. That's why I'm doing this step. Again, here's the mirrors that I'll be using. They're from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to remove the feet and the sticker from all 4 mirrors. And I'm using 4 mirrors because I'm going to glue a mirror on each side of both pieces of foam. Now earlier I used Dollar Tree Fix-O glue instead of the E6000 because I felt like the E6000 would melt the foam, but it seemed like it held up pretty good. So here I'm just going to try the E6000 because I want a really good connection between the mirror and the foam. I'll also use some hot glue for an instant bond, and guess what? Everything held up perfectly. Now I'm using these round pieces as bases, and they need to be really strong. That's why I'm adding the mirrors to them, and the mirrors will make them really sturdy, and that's what I need to make this creation work. I'm done adding mirrors to both sides of this base. Now I'll add the second mirror to this base. Okay, while the glue sets up on those pieces, I'm going to add the Mod Podge and glitter mixture to my elephants. I won't be putting any of the mixture on the back of the elephants though. I'll brush the mixture onto the other 2 elephants as well, and then allow all 3 to dry. But yeah, I've done all 3 elephants. I didn't put any of the mixture here because this is where I'm going to put the glue. So now I'll position my elephants in 3 different angles. I didn't measure to make sure that they were equally distanced, but I'm really happy with how it looks. What I want to do is sit this right on top of my elephants, and I want it to be even. So now I'm looking underneath the base to see exactly where I need to add the glue on the elephants. I see where the platform is touching, like right up here. So I'm going to go in with some E6000 because I still haven't found my Gorilla Glue. One of my subscribers said that Misty, my cat, took the glue because she's always in here on my crafting desk. I swear she wants to craft. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue than I need onto each elephant to make sure I get a really good connection to the base. After I was done adding the glue to the backs of the elephants, I made sure that the base was centered and had a really good connection with the back of each elephant. I used a popsicle stick to remove some of the glue seepage. Okay, so you won't be able to see this part, but when you're doing the actual DIY, you'll be able to see it. So what I'm going to do is take my glue gun and I'm going to put some glue right underneath where the mirror touches the elephant to reinforce it. Now, you can wait till this glue sets up and flip it over, and I'll show you guys afterwards, but right now I want to go ahead and reinforce it. So again, like I said, later I'll flip this over and let you guys see what it looks like. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is make sure this is clean. Next, I'll glue this piece to the base. I made sure that it was centered. Now very carefully, I'll glue this Dollar Tree candle holder to the very top. I used a leveler to make sure that it was completely level and then let it dry overnight. Okay everyone, I'm back. This has set up for about 12 hours. So what I want to do now is flip this completely over. The reason I put the mirror here is because I wanted a solid piece to attach my elephants to. That's my way of doing it. You can also add like a piece of wood or something at the bottom, but I just felt like over time the styrofoam would separate from the elephant, so I decided to go ahead and add the mirrors on the bottom. And I'll put E6000 on both sides of the popsicle stick. One side will glue to the elephant and one side will glue to the base. I have it wedged under there just like that to fill in that blank space. Okay, so I've shimmed all of my elephants on each side. Now there's an open little space right behind the elephant's head in the styrofoam. I'm going to reinforce that with some hot glue. And you don't have to worry about this because this is going to be on the bottom. And I'm going to add some hot glue behind the shim as well. And I'm doing this because this is the base and you want the base to be sturdy. Alright, so once you're done, just go ahead and flip it over. I went ahead and cleaned the bottom of this piece, and I've also cleaned the inside and the very top of this candle holder. So naturally I'm going to glue this on the very top. And then center this piece. If you need to, you can flip everything over to make sure that it's centered. I have some glue all around here and I'll need to clean that up after it dries, but yeah. Go ahead and center that, flip it back over, put some weight on it, then I'll come back. This is pretty secure on this, so I can go ahead and start doing some other things. So one of the things I did do was took a row of bling and took it around the size of this mirror because there's like a green color on the outside of the mirror, like you can see it here. And I just wanted to cover that, and I also had went over it a little bit with a little bit of the glitter and Mod Podge mixture. I put it around this mirror that's under here, and then I'm going to put some up here as well. All the way around, and as you can see, is here too, and again right here. And the quilts like this on the sides of the elephants. Here I have what I call box bling, and in the center of these, it's cut like it has like little diamonds. I have this kind as well, and I'll be able to leave a link for this. This particular kind came from Glam Cake Ribbon, and I'll leave the SKU in the comments below. Regular bling, you can put that on the side like that. Just gonna put glue on here, hot glue, right in the center. Carefully lay that in there. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now I have all the way around on each elephant. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some more decorations to my elephants. Here's an elephant that I did before, and I'll leave a link below so you guys can check this DIY out. So I want to do a head dressing here. I use some flower bling. 4 of these in a diamond shape would be cute, or you can use the same ones that I use as quilts, but I think I like this particular one better on the head. Just like that. And I'll do that to all 3 elephants and then come back. I'm going to take 1 strip of bling and put it on the top of the trunk. Okay, just like that. See that I put 2 rows of bling around the ankles. I might put 1 around the back, I don't know, maybe 1. Okay everyone, I'm back, and let me apologize for this video being a little bit long, but sometimes it's going to take longer videos for me to explain in depth on how to recreate my creation. So off camera I went ahead and put some bling around the neck of this candle holder, and it's only 5 rows of bling. For the base I can also use some bling wrap, but instead I'm going to use some mirror towel. And right now I'm short on mirror towel, so I ordered more. So I'm just going to show you exactly what it's going to look like on one side of it. The mirror towel comes with adhesive on the back, but I always use a little bit of Fix-All to make it stick permanently. For the top of my tray, originally I was going to use one of these clear Dollar Tree plates, but instead I decided to go with this 12-inch mirror that I found at the Salvation Army. I purchased 3 of these last year, and I just figured I'd go ahead and use one. I think I paid like $2 each, but you can find these at Michael's as well. But before I glue that on, I'm going to go ahead and finish adding some decorations to my piece. Alright, so now I'm done adding bling around the very top of this. To make this part more blingy, I'm going to brush on some of the Mod Podge and glitter mixture. Here you can see right around the mirror, there's some of the styrofoam still exposed. Now I can easily take 1 strip of bling wrap and glue it on there to cover it up. But I'm going to go with these diamond shaped gems from Dollar Tree instead. Just like that. You want to make sure that the gems are touching. As you can see, I'm done hot gluing the gems in place, and I think they complement the piece very, very well. As stated earlier, I'll go ahead and brush the Mod Podge and glitter mixture onto this part. I'm done putting the Mod Podge and glitter on, so now let that dry. I decided to go ahead and add some glitter to the ears like I did on the elephant that I showed you at the very beginning of the video. I used the Mod Podge and glitter mixture that I already had and brushed it on the ears and then sprinkled the glitter on top of the mixture. But you can use just regular Mod Podge. Now I thought of adding the extra glitter on the ears at the last minute, but do this ahead of time. Remember, you can use one of these clear plates from Dollar Tree and you'll be able to see the mirror that I glued on through the plate. Again, I put the mirror on top of the base so that I have something really solid to glue it to rather than just the foam. Okay, so I decided to go with this mirror and I want to put some chandelier pendants hanging from it. So I have some square beads and I got these from Michael's. Dollar Tree sells square beads also. They're white with colored initials, but you can paint them any color you want. Whenever I want to hang chandelier pendants from glass, I always use these beads as my own little creation. So what you want to do is take one of these little leather beads, again a square bead, and you want to glue it to the glass. And luckily for this part of the DIY, I have some more of my favorite glue, my Gorilla Clear Grip Glue. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit on my bead and put it this way. So I'm putting it to where the opening is on each side like that. Okay, sorry everyone, my memory ran out on my other card, so I had to get a new one. So what I'm doing is gluing these directly across from each other. So now I'm going to turn it this way and put two directly across from each other. Now I'm only going to hang a few pendants from this. I could put more if I want to. I can actually come back later and add more, but instead of letting them dry alone, I'm going to add masking tape to the beads to hold them down while they dry. I'm going to let these dry for at least 24 hours because I do not want the weight of my pendants to pull my beads off. Okay everyone, I'm back. It's been 24 hours and as you can see, I've already attached some of my chandelier pendants. This is what I'll be using, these pretty prison cut balls that I picked up, I think from Banggood. I'll try and link them from Amazon if I can below. Here I have some of the crystal garland and I'm just going to attach it to here. And remove the tape. Then I'll open it. Right here you can see where I attached the bead. You can see the initial. So to cover the initial, I'm going to glue a rhinestone on top of it. I put Gorilla Glue around the mirror and then put the larger mirror on top. After it was centered, I put some weight on it and let it sit overnight. This is the very next day and the glue has completely dried. I put it on display and it's really beautiful, but I wasn't completely satisfied, so I decided to add some string lights to it. You guys have seen me do this a million times. All you do is hold the lights down and put a drop of hot glue over the wire, let that dry. Continue to repeat those steps as you wrap the wire around. I'll continue to glue the string lights on off camera, then I'll come back when I'm done. As you can see, I'm done adding the lights, and I turned the lights down so you can really see the string lights. Now I'll put this on display and let you see what it looks like. And here's my finished centerpiece, and I think it's absolutely stunning. When I first thought about this project, it was going to be a candle holder. And then I thought about making it into a 2 or 3 tier tray. But finally I decided on making it into a centerpiece. You can still use it as a tray. You can put a cake on it, or cupcakes or pretty much anything you want to. You can use it as a display stand or even a candle holder. However you decide to use it, it's totally up to you. Okay everyone, this concludes my DIY. I hope that you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so now. It's absolutely free. Please don't forget to comment and share. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.